Greetings, wizards! Riley Claire here with my main and treasure decks packed, my gear and one battle ready for a new chapter in the spiral after bonding with friends and TV shows. We're in Dragon Spire for quests 87 through 105 in the Trick Hatchery and the Forum. How's your day been? Let me know in the comments and let me know in the comments. What? 150 subscribers and 527 valid Pokemon shows. That's right, we got some more valid Pokemon shows. And your engagement is the pets that power this channel. If you know anyone who loves a deep dive gameplay walkthrough and cozy free content, invite them to our circle. My short-term goal is 330 subscribers and 1,330 valid Pokemon shows. Because your support helps us build this community together, and thanks for being a part of this journey, guys. So as Ariel Cornell is burning on Wattpad and YouTube, and Brianna Hamill is a kind soul with a fantastic channel, and you should check them out. I do support NAMI, and honestly, it's truly the best program providing support for mental health and families across the U.S. Rick, Matty, and Susan McCall are two wonderful friends I have connected through NAMI and social media. Alyssa Smith has been a caring and sweet friend since our college days. I've known Ryan since college, bonding over SMG4, on YouTube, and hanging out online. Lucifer, Kid Mars, and The Witcher are amazing friends who bridge the gap between real life, social media, and Wizard101. Ooh, good hit, Aries. Good hit, Skyro. Good hit. I'm gonna use Hydra, but I don't have the pips for it, so we're gonna do Conviction for now. Do I want to use wait for Hydra? Hydra. We'll wait for Hydra. One more wait. Thanks. Hydra. No, screw that.
You have obviously come for the egg, but you will not get it from me. The time of the Dragon Riders is over. Never again will wing touch sky. egg. You found one. It is a sacred trust you hold there. In that egg you hold the drake's life. Once, others would have dealt with hatching it, but now the duty has fallen to you alone. So listen to my counsel, and you will soon have a fine drake to ride. First, the egg must be warmed in the purest fire. But Dragonspire's flames have all fallen cold, and now the only pure fire in the spiral is to be found in Wizard City. Go now to the cave near the Golem Tower.
Alright. You know what? I am just gonna mark my location, go home real quick. And
Warm the egg in the pure fires.
okay, the jet catcher.
Even now I can feel the baby drake stirring inside, warming to life. A drake's egg is hard and tough and cannot be easily broken. For this, we must aid the young drake. To this end, those in the hatchery use a sacred crystal hammer to crack the drake eggshell so the drakeling can break through. This hammer was taken by the gallium juggernaut. Go and find it, and take from it the crystal hammer we require.
You have recovered for us the sacred crystal hammer. The hatching must take place on the center platform, but that place is now guarded by the forces of darkness. The renegade, Victor Snowcrusher, taints it with his presence. Go, wizardling, and face the one who keeps you from your sacred duty to hatch a new drake. When Snowcrusher is defeated, place the drake egg upon the central platform and use the crystal hammer on it.
Hang on. Let me... Yeah, we can see it on pen. Let's see. I was going to text her that. I was just feeding a pet. Okay. But yeah, guys, I was taking time to feed my pet, and I thought, hey, my pet needs to be fed. So, hang on, guys. I spilled a drink.
You use the hammer.
So sorry about this, guys. I did not expect to do this. Done an episode.
Thank you. I am pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You have hatched a drake egg, brought new life to this quiet, cold place. Congratulations, young wizard, and my eternal gratitude.
Thanks.
Though I I birthed the egg, and you hatched it. The young drake must now learn our ways from all of the mother drakes.
Okay.
It is the tradition of our kind that our wisest mothers guide us from birth. Go and speak with the 2 other mother drakes in the hatchery. They will impart upon you valuable words of wisdom to teach your new drake.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'm staying calm. We're calm. It's not the end of the world that our drink spilled.
Too long have the lessons I teach been unheard. I tell you then, to heed these words, for they are to be honored. A drake flies swift and true and without doubt. Fear is the cold enemy. A drake's heart burns fierce and bright. Take these words of wisdom to the new drake.
We just gotta be a little bit more careful now.
As is our tradition, tell the young drake these words of wisdom. Honor is the wind upon which we ride. Without honor, we cannot soar. To lose honor is to plummet to the earth. Take these words back to the drake's mother, and then to the new drake itself.
Again, sorry about that. I did not have that plan.
And now I speak the final words of wisdom, those that apply to both Dragon Rider and young Drake. The bond you share is for life, though your paths may split and you may be worlds apart. From the rider, the drake takes compassion, and from the drake, the dragon rider takes a spark of fire for warmth in dark times. You have done well and brought joy to this place. We have other lessons to teach the new drake. Go now to speak to the Dragon Master. He can help you now.
You again? What news do you bring? What? You hatched an egg? I could never dare to dream so. The young drake cannot fight, not yet. Its scales have not hardened. It must have armor and learn the fighting ways of dragonkind. The spirit of the Drakesmith can help us, if it can be found. Go to the forum and see if he can be raised.
The forum. get something from this guy. Yeah, no, never mind.
Who are you? Can you not leave me to my sorrows in this place of ruin? You're not from the Titan army, are you? What's that? You carry a dragon rider's staff? I can smell drakes on you. You've just helped the new drake hatch? I'm honored to meet you. If you want to become a dragon rider, you must understand our traditions and our methods. It is no small thing to control a drake in combat. Go to the first room of the forum and read the great tome of Dragon Rider history.
You read the great tome of Dragon Rider history. It is a huge book, full of the stories of epic battles, the heroes of the Dragon Riders and their mighty drakes.
Excellent. You now bear with you the weight of our greatest prize, our history. Don't think that your studies are done, young Dragon Rider. There are far more lessons to be learned before we would dare let you ride a drake. Go into the second room of the forum and read the second knowledge crystal, the one called The Care and Feeding of Dragonkind.
You read The Care and Feeding of Dragonkind, a comprehensive guide to all you would need to know to keep your drake healthy and well.
Excellent. No matter how much time you spend with your drake, it's essential to know how to care for it. The third knowledge crystal you must read is the most important. It will explain how to guide your drake into battle. You will learn how to stay in the saddle and how to avoid falling to your doom. The crystal is called The Fundamentals of Dragon Riding. This knowledge crystal is kept in the third room of the amphitheater. Go now and read it, and when you're finished, you will be ready to take wing.
The knowledge crystal is nowhere to be found.
Huh? Just curious.
The crystal is missing? Are you certain? That is unfortunate. Lessons contained within are essential for dragon riding. I suspect I know where the knowledge crystal has gone. Crisis came to the forum some time ago, attempting to learn our ways. We granted him access to our knowledge crystals, including the fundamentals of dragon riding, but he was instructed not to remove them from the forum grounds. Crisis may still be around. If you can find him, force him to surrender that knowledge crystal.
These crystals belongs to Crisis. Secrets of dragon riding are mine to use.
Again, you surprise me with your dedication. Thank you for recovering this knowledge crystal from the thief who took it. Now that you've recovered the fundamentals of dragon riding, please return it to the pedestal in the third room of the amphitheater. With the knowledge crystal returned to its rightful place, it's time to read.
Fundamentals of Dragon Riding, a step-by-step guide to mounting, riding, and guiding your Drake. It is a big book and covers a lot of ground, but there are helpful diagrams and lots of examples.
You've now learned all of the stored knowledge there is about dragon riding. I'll bet you can't wait to actually get into the saddle. We've spent enough time dwelling on the past. Now that you know history, it's time to make a new future. We must forge armor for your new Drake. The first step is to relight the forge, cold all these years. To light it, we need fuel and flame. For fuel, you must defeat fang-toothed lava spinners and take from them their coal hearts. The flame must come from the flame sacks of burning flame wings.
Really, cat? You just assume. Again, assume other people. People, please stop assuming that. Go find your own guidance, okay? Stop jumping in. That's your friend of mine, then yeah, you can jump in. Leave me and my friends alone. It's all I ask. That's why I dislike people that way, because they jump in without asking. No. Please don't. Yeah, guys, don't do that. Never jump in without asking. Unless you're a friend of mine, then yeah, you can do that, but please, no. Yeah, it really ticks me off when people don't bother to ask me, saying, "Hey, can I help? Or do you need help?" They just don't bother. They just assume.
You surely come from a long line of warriors. These will do nicely. Let us get to work. This is a great day indeed to see this cold forge lit hot once more. Place the coal hearts and the flame sacks within the forge, so that it will heat enough for us to make your drake's armor.
Place the coal hearts and flame sacks into the forge.
That's how to do it. Now, ignite the forge, and it'll begin to heat up.
You ignite the forge. It burns brightly and gets very hot.
I'm proud to see that forge burning once more. Careful not to touch it. It'll burn you. Now that the forge is burning bright, we'll need metal to make the armor with. Unfortunately, all of the metal we had here was stolen by the Draconians. They took our metal, tried to make armor after our fashion, but it is a poor imitation. You must go defeat some Draconians and take from them their armor, so that we might melt it down and forge new Drake armor.
Yeah, I'm sorry for venting like that. It's just really one of my pet peeves when someone doesn't bother to ask. Some random stranger doesn't bother to ask, "Hey, can I help you?" I'm sure you had that happen to you, right? But only friends of mine who can help me with that. Friends who I can trust. people keep doing that. Like, people, please stop doing that. I want no. Why would you just come in randomly? Really? People look like that. You can mess up the equation. You don't hurt. At least you ask. Susie, that person needs to find his own battle, not keep jumping in people's battles. I mean, if people keep doing that, they're rude. They don't bother asking. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but people, please stop doing that. Please ask first before you jump in someone's battle. Common sense to ask.
From the looks of this armor, you gave those Draconians quite the thrashing. Good work. I've examined the inferior armor the Draconians made, and I see why it isn't as tough as proper Drake armor. They forgot to use brimstone in the process of armor forging, and as a result, their armor isn't resistant to fire. I think you know what comes next. I need you to go and find us some brimstone. Don't worry, young wizard. You don't have to defeat anyone. Just gather it where it may have collected on the walls or ground.
And we'll level up to level 52, I think. But yeah, people, just please ask to join in the battle. Don't just assume that someone needs help. That's wrong. You need to ask. And besides, what if someone wanted to summon a henchman too? Yeah. There's that. Blues don't keep popping up here.
Sorry you had to get your hands dirty with that. They're almost ready. Now we can smelt the base metal we will use to forge your Drake's armor. Go ahead and add the brimstone and those pieces of draconian armor to the forge. Be careful not to splash yourself with any molten metal. It will leave a nasty burn.
Carefully, you add the pieces of draconian armor and the brimstone to the forge. The metal begins to melt.
You're doing well. I didn't know better. I think you were a blacksmith, not a wizard. I will now forge the armor from the elements you have provided. This armor will be strong and will protect your Drake from harm. It is best that you leave this place while I work, as the secrets of Drake smithing cannot be shared. There is one last service you can perform for me. The helmet must be lined with the scales of a Father Drake. The Draconians speak fearfully of our Father Drake, holding out in the lowest reaches of the dungeon. You must go there at once. There are many Draconians who will bar the way. When you reach the Father Drake, ask him for his loose scales to make a new set of Drake armor. He should give you them without pause.
Excuse me, young wizard. Please look me up in the Celestia base camp when you have a chance. It's quite important.
You fought bravely to have reached me in this place. Many Draconians stood between here and the Academy. You wish for my scales, for a new suit of Drake armor. I am most pleased to give these to you. Ride with glory and honor.
The Father Drake gives you several of his loose scales, more than you need.
But yeah, guys, never assume someone needs
That's
help unless
plenty.
you ask
Father
them.
Drake must have liked you to have given you so many. Let me see here.
He attaches the Father Drake scales inside the helmet of the Drake armor.
I'm finished now. This is the finest suit of Drake armor I have ever made. The armor is forged. No armor has had such a story of courage before it was even forged. Take it now to the Mother Drake in the hatchery, so that she might armor the new Drake in such fine protection.
The armor. Is it ready now?
You give the Mother Drake the armor. She looks at it appreciatively.
This is the finest suit of Drake armor I've yet seen. It is only fitting for so great a task. The newborn Drake has been made ready for you now. There is one launching pad left in the Academy, and once armored, he will take wing and meet you there. Go and speak with Ashley, the fire tree. She will provide the last bit of guidance. Good luck, young dragon rider. All our hopes go with you.
Unbelievable! A new Drake has arrived at the last landing platform. I'm so excited. Are you ready to face Malastair? All that's left to do is to go to the landing platform and ride your Drake up to the entrance of the great volcano. If you have any friends you can summon to aid you, you will need them. Once there, you can make your way up to the headmaster's office. Malastair should be there. He'll see you coming, so you will need to be on guard. I'm so afraid. I can't believe it, but a chill just ran down my branches. Go and face Malastair. Be the hero you've shown us you are.
Did I get this one? Okay, yeah, I did.
The Drake mothers tell me how much you've done to help me. I owe you a life debt for that service. Though I can't leave Dragonspire, I will always be your friend and ally. Unfortunately, time is short, and you have much to do. I will take you where you must go. Hop on my back.
You mount the Drake with a leathery snap. It spreads its wings and takes flight.
Here you are. All of our hopes go with you.
Now, is the stone rose on this side?
You found the ninth stone rose.
Alright guys, so tomorrow, tomorrow we'll go into the Great Spiral and defeat Milestone. Find the final stone rose. Alright. We're gonna do some crafting in the meantime. Yeah, I will. What's that dungeon right here? Ooh, that looks like a side dungeon. I don't know about that one. Like I was saying, I will catch you guys next time. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment on the videos, share with your friends, subscribe to join the community. See you guys next time. See you guys in the next episode. Cheers and goodbye.